And the last one is Tesla at number 12 for Forbes' most AI invested companies for 2023. So Tesla is obviously bullish above this moving average. Tesla is everyone's favorite company, and a very conflicting company as far as, is it a tech company? Is it a car manufacturing company? Is it a roof company? Is it a solar company? What kind of company is Tesla? And I think it's just kind of all the above, and is obviously a technology company. So I think as far as AI goes, and further tech investments, like I do think it's a definite buy, and I do think there's a cult following behind Tesla, which is not necessarily a bad thing, but I think a lot of people believe in it and are willing to support it and buy it. So I do think Tesla is going to be a good buy just based on that. But we'll break down some technicals here, and we'll see what we're looking at. So this 290 zone just kind of came out of nowhere, and you can see as soon as price hit it, big weekly bearish engulfing candle out of it. So definitely not looking to buy it yet based on that. And then even this previous week's candle, bearish engulfing. So don't want to buy that yet, but this zone is what I'm considering. Tesla really, I mean, all stocks really do like whole numbers, but I mean Tesla for sure, especially because it's so popular and such high volume. This 250 area is where I'd be looking at for a buy. Price did gap here, and it never really filled it, so it makes sense that it wants to come back down to, maybe might break this zone, but again, it's still very bullish. It's way above this moving average, so I would wait for Tesla to come into this zone and then look for a buy entry. I mean, we'll look for a the normal range. So last month it moved $45. This is telling me on average it moves about $65 a month, but last month was $45, the month before was $77, the month before that was $45. So I think 50 is definitely reasonable. So based on this, if 265, 266 was kind of the high for the month, we'll just mark these out for now. Don't think they're that accurate by any means, but it goes into this too much. We'll put 268 here, and then we'll say price moves about 50 a month, so that puts us at 218 is the bottom. Do I think it'll go this low? No, but could it? Yes. And if we're being completely honest, I mean, if you look at the weekly for Tesla, it's been a huge bull run, and so therefore, I mean, it might actually pull back that much now that I look at it. Back into this zone, this 218 zone, I actually could see this happening. You got your at 226 is your 50% retracement, which is also this area here. So I mean, that's very likely, guys, to be honest. You can see that above here, closer to the 618 zone, where price is very commonly going to, is also an area of resistance and support. So right here it was support, and then it was resistance here, and now it broke above. So it could very well come down to that. So as far as this goes, I would not buy Tesla yet. I do think it's still very bullish, but I would not buy it yet. So I would wait to see what it does in this zone here. But as far as the monthly range goes, Tesla is like, it's definitely, this could be a pullback month. The month of August could just be a pullback month, and it could definitely go down to 218, 215, anything close to 210, which is this zone. This support zone here, which lined up with the 50% and the 618 retracement, which I mean would make a lot of sense for price to come into, and then by that time this moving average will catch up a little bit and act as support and be kind of ready for the buy. All the big companies, Tesla, Apple, Microsoft, I think they're all kind of due for a big pullback. So this would make a lot of sense, and so I would wait for this for sure. Wait for it to come down to at least this zone and see what it does. If there's not a ton of bullish momentum once price hits this zone, then I would just wait for it to come down to, 218 is the range. That's $50 on the month, but it has been known to do more, so it might do 60, which would put us at like 208, which would be kind of right in the bottom of this zone. So definitely reasonable for Tesla to keep coming down, and if it breaks this zone, I would bet that it does keep going down, just to about between 218 and 210 would be your buy entry for Tesla. And then we would target obviously these previous highs at around 300, and then to continue the year, possibly higher, back to these ones, a little bit higher. You're looking at possibly 310, between 305 and 315 for the end of the year, because we discussed that Tesla moves about $60-65 a month. If your buy entry was at say like 210, let's say price does come down to 210, and then your end of the year target is 300 or 310. $100 move between 210 and 310 is only 2 months, right, ish. So it's very well possible that at the end of this month price comes down to 210, and then for the rest of the year, price makes its way back up to 310. I could see it doing that into maybe November, December kind of thing, something like this. I think is a good probability for Tesla, but I don't think it's a good buy yet. I think I would just wait. If you want to get it on sale a little bit better, it would 218, 210 is kind of your price. So that is my take on Tesla. That is Forbes number 12. Best stock to invest in for AI and tech for the year of 2023. Hopefully that gave you some perspective.